Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America, citizens of the free world, and all the ships at sea. It's Tom the Bold Rascal again. And today I want to talk about, the jobs from hell. Now, this has probably appealed to a lot of you younger guys out there that just got out of high school or you're just graduating from college and you're kind of trying to find your way. Anyway, this is what happened to me, or one of the jobs from hell I had. I happened to be living in Chicago at the time, and I had just got out of the Army. I'd been out of the Army about a year, and I thought I was in pretty damn good shape, and I had this job, and then they turned out to close the plant, and they offered me another job in LA, and I didn't want to move. So, I need to pay the rent, so I'm looking around not having any luck, and a guy I met says, he said, why don't you go down to the roofer union's hall? They muster crews together early in the morning, and the pay is terrific. And I said, well, how much? And he told me it was like twice what you would, normally make in those days. We're talking, this is 1967. So I find my way down to this union hall at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking around at these guys, I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, this is really a rum lot. I mean, these guys look like they're the crew of a pirate ship. They're all much older than me. I found out a lot of them are ex-convicts, and there were a lot of American Indians there. Anyway, make a long story short. So I give them my name and all. They call out my name and tell me where to go somewhere, I can't remember, near north side of Chicago. And it was this two-story building with a barrel roof. And the first thing they had me do was a dump truck pulls up and drops this load of fine gravel in the alleyway. And the foreman comes up to me and says, take that wheelbarrow and shovel and shift that load over there. Now I'm looking at a pile of gravel that's got to be 8 feet high by, 10 feet, but a lot. So go to the task, right? I'm shifting this load, and it takes me forever. I'm dying. Then they said, they did wind up getting another guy to help me. So between the two of us, it only took us about 2.5, 3 hours, and we're dead. So another truck pulls up, and foreman says, all right, he says, take these rolls of tar paper, take them up on the roof. So I'm thinking, well, surely they've got some kind of pulley system. No pulley system. You're the pulley system. So the deal was you shoulder this roll of tar paper, and you start climbing up this two-story ladder. Now, the tar paper weighs about 65 pounds. So you start it up, and it's not too bad. Of course, you're worrying about falling. You get to the top, you dump the load, you come back down and get another one, Well, I want to tell you, folks, after about 3 or 4 of these, your legs are shaking so much, and you're just constantly praying. It's like Hail Mary, full of grace. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me fall off this ladder. Please let me live through this experience. So, how many of those rolls I took up there, I don't know. So then we broke for lunch. So I'm like a walking stiff-legged, because my legs are like tingling and numb and doing all kinds of strange things. I don't really feel like I'm in control of my body. I go in this little delicatessen and order a sandwich, and the guy makes it up for me, and he says, yeah, sandwich is ready. I couldn't get out of the chair. My legs had just, forget it. So finally, some cartoon character, like a Frankenstein walk, I get my sandwich, and I didn't want to sit down again because I wasn't sure I'd get back up. Horrible. But that was, the frosting on the cake was, and you've all seen them. It's like a furnace that's towed on a truck. And what they do is the tar, or what they call in the business the hot, it's solid, and it comes in these cylinders that are about, 2.5 feet high by about 18, 20 inches in diameter. And the guy that's running that, melting it down, he has a big hatchet. And he takes the cardboard off of it, and he chops this stuff up, and he very gently feeds it into the top of this furnace, right? Then what he does is we had these 5-gallon buckets, and he draws off that hot liquid tar into this bucket, puts it on a hook, and the guy on top of the roof hoists it very gently, right, up there. And then they use it with these slop mops to, do the tar on the roof. This idiot on the rooftop, tired, whatever, or maybe he's just a certifiable moron, starts jerking that line. Now this guy, this American Indian guy who's got scars on his face, the guy's probably done, 5 to 10 for assault. He's standing down there, and the tar slops over the bucket and hits this guy on the arms and part of his face, right? Now, if that had happened to me, I'd be screaming and yelling, 911, get me an ambulance. Not this guy. Not Magua, whatever the hell his name was. No, Magua has other ideas. Magua takes this goddamn hatchet he's got, and he starts screaming, "I kill you!" And he starts going up the ladder. Now the foremen are yelling, "Ralph! Ralph! Get off the roof! Magua's coming up, he's got a goddamn hatchet, he's gonna kill you," you know? So everybody's up there trying to, save this guy from Magua. And I remember the end of that day, I must have felt like, I knew what the Egyptian slaves must have felt like building the pyramids. Actually, no, it couldn't have been that bad, because we've all seen on the Discovery Channel, they were actually kind of taken care of pretty good. I don't think how many Magwas or ex-convicts they had to deal with in those days. But anyway, if you think you've had a lot of bad jobs, hey, get online, man, because I've had some doozies, and we'll talk about some of the other ones at another time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tale of my past, and to this day, if they're roofing somewhere and I smell that hot tar, all those memories come flooding back. They say the sense of smell is like incredible for recall. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you for listening and watching. And until the next time, this is Tom the Bold Rascal. Goodbye.